Good day, listeners. My name is Alhassan Binta Aima. With me here is Adamu Zaliha and Abubakar Sani. We are members of Group 8, and our topic is Basic Computer Operations and Concepts. Learning outcomes. By the end of this lesson, students should be able to list the early counting devices, identify mechanical and electromechanical counting devices, mention electronic counting devices, describe the generation. Introduction. Man has always had the need to count. Counting was required in the farm to keep record of number of farm produce, livestock, and in cities for census. The early man developed some certain kinds of counting devices, for example, fingers and stones. But as man advanced, counting became more complex and complex. New means of counting devices were invented to count those complex numbers, which made counting a lot easier. Early counting devices. Early counting devices can be defined as devices used to perform arithmetic operations before the advent of modern civilization. Back in the Stone Age, people learned how to count and perform arithmetic operations well, and during this period, there was no complex numerical activities. Some early counting devices include fingers, carries, pebbles, and stones, wooden sticks, toes, counters, and grains. Some early counting devices are still in use till date. Advantages of early counting devices. They can be used to teach basic arithmetic operations, such as addition and subtraction. They were simple to use. Limitations of early counting devices. They cannot be used to count large numbers efficiently. Using them consume a lot of time and are prone to errors. Mechanical and electromechanical counting devices. Mechanical counting devices. After early counting devices, mechanical counting devices were used because early counting devices could not deal with the complex nature of modern counting and calculations. The changes were as a result of limitations of fingers and toes. Mechanical counting devices are manually operated. Some examples are abacus, slide rule, electromechanical counting devices. After mechanical counting devices came electromechanical counting devices. These devices were more precise and made counting a lot more easier. An electromechanical counting device is a device that combines both electrical and mechanical processes. Some examples of these devices are John Napier bulbs, Pascaline calculator, Gottfried Leibniz machine, difference engine, and analytical engine. Electronic counting devices. Major development took place in the counting and calculation devices of 20th and early 21st century. Electronic counting devices are improved electromechanical counting devices that use electric circuitry to function properly. These devices paved way for the modern computing technology. The modern computers were built through an inspiration from this work. Examples of electronic counting devices are Herman Hollerith punch card and Newman machine.
My, my name is Adam Zaliha, and I'll be taking generation of computers. Generation in computer terminology is a change in technology that computer is slash was used. There are five computer generation known till date. They are first generation. First generation computers took place from 1946 to 1959. The computer used vacuum tools as the basic components for circuitry and magnetic drum for memory. These tools consume large amounts of electricity, produce a lot of heat, and were extremely big and expensive. They include ENIAC, EDVAC, and UNIVAC. The second generation computers, they came from 1959 to 1965. This generation were used transistors instead of vacuum tools. They were cheaper, consumed less power, and and were more reliable, faster, and than the first generation computers, which were made of vacuum tools. This generation used magnetic cores as their primary and memory, and magnetic tapes and disks as secondary storage devices. They include CDC, and UNIVAC. The third generation computers, they were from 1965 to 1971. They used integrated circuits in place of transistors. IC made the computers smaller in size, reliable, and more efficient. High-level languages, Fortran, COBOL, and Pascal, etc. were used. Computers of this generation were Honeywell series and personal data processor. The fourth generation, from 1971 to 1980, the computer of the fourth generation used very large-scale integrated circuits having about 5,000 transistors and other circuit elements with their associated circuits on a single chip made it possible to have microcomputers of the fourth generation. They include DEC 10 and Star 1000, etc. The fifth generation computer came from 1980 till date. This generation used VLSI technology, became ULSI technology. This generation is based on parallel processing hardware and AI, artificial intelligence software. Artificial intelligence software is an emerging branch in computer science which interprets the means and methods of making computers think like human beings. They include desktop, laptop, notebook, ultrabook, and Chrome.
I'm Sani Abubakar and I will be taking part on computer system. A computer system is a set of integrated devices that input, output, process, and store data and information. They are the two main parts of a computer, namely computer hardware and computer software. A computer hardware refers to the physical things of a computer, things that can be seen, touched, and handled. Example, the system unit and peripherals. System units are the major parts of computer which include the CPU, motherboard, RAM, ROM. Peripherals are the hardware parts used to enhance or improve the performance of a computer. They include keyboard, mouse, joystick, light pen, scanner, monitor, speaker, printer, etc. Computer software is any set of machine-readable instructions that directs a computer's processor to perform specific operations. Example, system software and application software. System software, they are used to help manage a computer system that include Vista, Windows 8, Linux, computer antivirus device. Application software, they are used for processing data in the computer. They are also used to perform specific tasks, special functions, or provide entertainment functions beyond the basic operation of the computer itself. They include MS Word, Adobe Photoshop, MS Excel, Corel Draw, MS PowerPoint. Malicious software or malware, they are computer programs developed to harm and disrupt the computer. As such, malware is undesirable. Examples of malware include trojans, viruses, worms, spyware. In conclusion, basic computer operations are done on a computer system which can be used to type documents, send emails, play games, and browse the web. You can also use it to create and edit spreadsheets, presentation, and even video.
Lastly, we are members of Group 8 and thank you for listening.